What up, everybody? My name is stealyn VR, and I host War Thunder VR streams every other day or so on TikTok. The intention of this video is to show you how I got there, my story, and maybe if you're interested, how you could do the same. When I started, it was kind of a whim. I was in the process of losing my job. I was cutting trees down around power lines for about 5 years, and I had been trying to stream R6. I had been trying to play all kind of games. I didn't really, nothing really, horror games, and nothing really stuck. Nothing really would work. But I kept trying. I tried to make YouTube videos. They didn't really pan out too well. But I don't think I was educated enough. I think that experience and those failures is what brought me to where I am now. Because whenever I started to lose that job, I was transitioning into another one. I didn't get fired per se, but I was losing that job. Definitely needed to get out of there quick, and did. And in the process, I took 1 week. I took 1 week off of work. Just no work at all, no paycheck, nothing. I risked it for 1 week, and in my situation, 1 week is make or break. It could seriously break me. And what I'm about to say might not make sense because of what I just said and how money is super tight. I made a really stupid decision. I went and over that week where I wasn't making any money, I decided to spend more money than I had spent in 2 years. And I bought something that I had been thinking about for on and off for like probably like a good 5 years or more. I'd always wanted like a racing simulator, but something about flying a helicopter, something about flying a plane. I've never like been inside of a plane in real life. I've never flown. I've never done any of that. So it's like that would be awesome to be able to at least halfway experience that, especially the cool part, flying it. That's sick. Um I spent so much money over I'm just thinking about that roach. I spent so much money over the course of that week. I absolutely had to do something to make it back. I impulsively hopped on Amazon, hopped on Affirm, and was like, couple grand in a setup, new GPU. I think I'll just do that. And then just whatever happens, happens. So I took a leap of faith, not knowing what was going to happen after, because I didn't exactly plan to do what I'm doing now. Be in a whole get up, fly jets. I didn't really expect to do what I'm doing, but this is how the cookie crumbled, and I'm not complaining at all. I'm actually extremely grateful for my community and the people that have been coming back over and over again for what could possibly be the same stream over and over. I bought it. I bought the HOTUS. I bought the joystick, the throttle. I bought the um the pedals. I couldn't even use the pedals yet because I had nothing but a dinky office chair. This is heaven compared to what I was using before. If you guys want to see the office chair I was using, I'll link my TikTok in the description of this video. But it was a janky POS for sure. But now I've got it made, for lack of better terms. It's a frame. It's a real seat. I'm looking at it right now. That's why I keep looking at it. It's got everything's attached. It's solid. And I wouldn't have gotten that far with my sim setup if it wasn't for my community. So again, thank them. But I bought it. I've spent a lot of money since. And it's been every bit of worth it. And it taught me a lot of things after I started my TikTok. I started my TikTok and it said I needed 50 followers to go live. So I made my first post. I was like, "Hey guys, I just bought this stuff. I got my air sim set up. Actually, I'm lying to you. You know what I did?
Whoa, stop, just real quick. I'm on my way to work. I just had to let you guys know that the gameplay you're watching is recorded from the VC in the black box. So if you want to be a part of the best group chat around, 18 plus, some raunchy stuff in there, make sure to hop in to the black box.
I set it up. I was gonna do like an unboxing and all that, but my ADHD brain, I just wanted to open the box. So I opened the box and I set it up and I got it on the game to make sure it worked and to make sure that it was as cool as I thought it was gonna be. And then I recorded a little bit of me playing as if I was live. I didn't go live, but I recorded a little bit of my footage kind of simulating a live, and I posted that and I was like, yo guys, so I just bought this flight sim setup. It's super sick. I'm wanting to get into War Thunder or maybe DCS. If you're curious what it's going to look like, here it is. And then I showed the gaming clip and it was sick. You know, it didn't get a million views, but what it did do was get me the 50 followers that I needed to, you know, go live. And that's where stuff really started turning around for me. Yeah, it was really cool to watch it. Before the week was over, I made those 50 followers. I wish I could recount how quickly I got to 1,000 followers because it was, you know, from 1,000 to 10,000 took a couple months, but just to 1,000. My streams, 300, 300, 400. I think I maxed out at like 495 in my early months and peak concurrent viewership. In terms of total viewership, who came through? Over 30,000 every time. Every time. You know, not so many people come through now, but it's only because I think TikTok has narrowed down who to send my videos to. And that's a big part of, you know, the algorithm stuff that we're going to get into at some point in this series. But this is mostly my story. I started blowing up. I was racking up followers. I was racking up, uh, uh, you know, views and likes and comments. But it wasn't just because of the live. I was going and making posts too. A little bit after that week that I wasn't working, I did start my job. I did try my best to focus on it, but I was really just so excited about the TikTok. I was in a mech room. This is my first video that blew up. I was in a mech room, right? I do soft, not soft. I do low voltage electrician work, which every other trade might say is soft, anyways. But I do low voltage electrician work, and we were in a mech room working on some HVAC, and there was an office chair. I sat my happy ass down, being lazy, you know. You know what? You know, I get paid by the hour. What can I say? And something popped in my head. Trippy Noah had made me purchase an F-18 as my first premium at level 9 in War Thunder. And if you're a War Thunder player, you know how hilarious that is. Um, I had to learn how to fly jets with a premium F-18 at level 9. Not good, but I was doing it. And one of the first things that I was struggling with the F-18 was spinning out. I would spin out all the time, flat spins. And so it, it wasn't even like it was my idea. It's like it was given to me. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it was like it was given to me. This little idea, it just popped. And so what I did was I just hopped in the little office chair and I made a little TikTok. I placed my phone up and I said, oh, I put it up like this. I found the dun 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 dun, the song for War Thunder. I found it and that was the audio. And so I sat and I did this. I put it on 3x speed and I did. Oops, I hit my mic. I literally just spun in a circle. I just spun in a circle. A couple times. I put on the caption, I said, Oh, what did I say in the caption? Oh man, it was like POV trying to fly my F-18 in War Thunder, or POV when I try to fly my F-18C, FA-18C in War Thunder. It was a brand new premium, so it was relevant, and it was like a quick little relatable meme that I don't have to go record gameplay footage for. I don't have to change out of my work clothes. I don't have to make a character. I just am in my high vis little jacket working, which is relatable to most of the people that play in my niche, because most of the people are between 20 and 35 in this game. So it works out perfect. It's actually it was I was making right calls without realizing it. And in retrospect, I'm looking back at the decisions I made, and I'm building these strategies based off of my experiences, my decisions, and my failures and my winnings, because I've done it all now. I've failed and I've won. It's awesome. It's really cool. And I want to share that knowledge with everyone that I can. So if you're interested in learning, the details about how I got there, if you're interested in seeing how you can make a couple thousand followers in a few months, or grow within your niche, maybe you're wanting to have better posts, maybe you're wanting to have follower growth, maybe you're wanting more shareability on your videos, which is something. You'll post something which is funny and it's a part of your niche, but it's not really shareable. It's not really something that's like, instead of saying, just a quick tip, just to throw it in there. Instead of saying like, you know, uh, when my vehicle in War Thunder, blows up from something, you would say that one friend when his fuel when he comes in with a full armor or ammo rack. That one friend, that POV, that one friend coming in with a full ammo rack, and then it's just explosion. Bam! You just got a video. That's a video. It takes 2 seconds. I just spitballed that into existence. That's a banger, because so many people in that niche get ammo racked. They get shot in their fucking ammo rack because they come in with 500 rounds as if they're going to shoot that many. Kind of a tangent there, but my War Thunder players, where you at? You get what I'm saying. But anyways, I kept making posts for months and months, a couple times a week, that were impactful, relatable, shareable, everything that TikTok wants. Not anything that I want, but things that I knew that TikTok wanted, because I know that it's a game and you got to play the game right. These are the rules. It's pretty simple. There are formulas and ways to play the game that work. More than one. It's not just however I did it that works, because God knows that there are people that post 100 times a day that'll get 1 million followers. There are different strategies, but this one is mine. I go live every other day. I post 3 to 5 times a week, or that's what I was doing then to grow. I've kind of slowed down on the posting just a bit so I can try to focus on teaching people how to grow the same. But within a few months, I had my first 10,000 followers, and it was surreal. Absolutely surreal. Just from consistency, discovering the rules, learning from my mistakes. That's so key. You have to learn from your mistakes. If I didn't learn that overlays were harmful, if I didn't learn that TTS is harmful, if I didn't learn that mentioning other applications like Twitch or YouTube or even Discord these days could be harmful, then I would never have ever made it to where I got, because I had to learn from my mistakes to get here. You have to. If you failed, you have to get back up. I'm this could just turn into a motivational thing, because that's half of the work for TikTok, is staying motivated and staying on top, playing the game right. Learn the rules and follow them. Don't be like, well, screw TikTok because I want to do my stream my way. Go on Kick. Go on Twitch. Go stream to your 1 or 2 viewers. Go ahead. Do it how you want to do it, not how the people that want to pay you want you to do it. Because if you're really doing it to really make some money, you got to follow your boss's rules. TikTok is your boss. This is what they want you to do. There's actually guidelines that TikTok lays out for all live creators on their website. It literally tells you on flashcards, literal dummy-proof flashcards, they say, should you advertise other platforms for the purpose of them leaving TikTok to bring them over there and blah, 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 blah. Flip it over. Absolutely, you should not fucking do that. It tells you. And yet I see every single day on TikTok Live a big old Twitch logo, a big old YouTube logo, a big old Discord logo, big old links, stupid overlays covering the whole screen. Why are you cluttering the whole screen? Look at the TikTok streams that have 4, 5, 600 concurrent viewers. What do they have? It's not fucking overwhelming. It's simple. And you think, oh, these people are just lazy. How do they get to have it so easy? They're not lazy. They figured out that all that extra bullshit doesn't work. Do you think that your viewers are little kids with keys? You have to learn from your mistakes. And I'm very passionate about that because that's how I learned everything. I'm not just self-taught, but I learned most of it myself through failing. I'm an algorithm coach and a recruiter for Peacetime Agency. So if you want more than just my help, you can hit me up about that. If you want to learn more about my story, I will be making more videos. I hope I covered enough here to kind of, provide some insight. If you're interested in learning more specifics, if you have questions, hit the comments. I will be doing the best I can to educate you guys on my personal strategies and how I grew on TikTok to 16,500 followers before the end of 2026.